My energetic beings, and blessings to you. Engage in ritual, magic, and medicine. Explore monthly workshops, coven calls. June, unlocking Jupiter's frequency. Shamanic Healing Academy revision. Indigenous healing practices, rituals, ancient wisdom to align your energy and awaken your gifts. Subscribe to the Coven for only $3.99. Subscribers Live. Weekend Insights. Holistic Shaw Medium Tanya D. See you on the inside. Ashe.
Inshallah and Ashe, welcome to another fantastic Friday as we're moving out of the gates of the mind's intellect and into the waters of the womb, known as the moon. I do have the Cancer Sacred Spirit Circle meditation is up and ready on YouTube. The new moon in Cancer will be arriving shortly. The 25th is when it actually arrives. But either way, be sure that you've subscribed. Ring that mystic bell. And if you are in the membership, the new moon ritual, the womb of belonging and Jupiter's blessing ritual will be up soon. You're going to start to see more rituals with the moon and recalibrations in the subscribers arena, the hub there. But with that, welcome everybody to today's show, A Cosmic Journey with myself, the Tanya D. Once again, every Friday, I am your host. And today we are stepping into the nurturing waters of Cancer season later on today. This is a time of emotional depth, self-care, and some soulful connection, memories. And as we move through the season of Cancer, the season of the moon, let me scroll over here because I'm so creative. Cancer season, the moon. We're diving into the themes of home and family and really what makes us truly feel safe and supported in this world. And what a powerful week it truly has been. I literally just wrapped up Unlocking Jupiter's Frequency earlier today, a very transformative workshop, really opening the door where we explored how to expand with the wisdom of Jupiter now in the season of Cancer as we've entered Cancer season. So it really is a time to nurture those abundant seeds that we've planted and allow the emotional elemental energy of Cancer, water, to guide us into deeper alignment with our own personal growth and soul's prime directive calling. So today, earlier, we explored how the cosmic energies of Cancer are really inviting us to care for our emotional foundation while using the expansive, almost kind of, it literally is the secret sauce, the energy of Jupiter to really fuel our journey forward. So there's magic in the air, and we definitely truly tapped into it. You can subscribe to catch the replay, enjoy a workbook, a guidebook to really map out your personal energetic algorithm. Stick with me until the end of the show for sure for my Mini-Cowry shell divinations. I'll be moving the shells on your behalf, locking in or guiding you to your personal insights to help you really move forward. Just drop your birth year and month in the comments, and you'll be first up on the show, and I'll move the shells for you. And if you are new here and don't know me or haven't joined before, don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to ring the bell to stay connected with both magic and mysticism and guidance coming your way, lunar guidance that is. But let's dive into the Cancer season and the cosmic energy that's really beginning to flow later on today, because we're leaving the sites of the Gemini awareness into these sacred waters that are moving us into the heart, the intellect into the emotions and feeling the feels. So with Cancer being ruled by the moon, along with our sacral center energetically, the subtle body, the sacral center, it's being activated. So it's like that childlike wonder. I always say, go back to your 2-year-old self, which some people don't like that. They can't remember their 2-year-old, but watch little kids. And the moon, being that we're tidying up the season of Gemini, it's in Aries, just finishing up the intellect of our mind. So when you have a natal moon in Aries and the sun is transiting Gemini, you're experiencing a very powerful alignment that really is highlighting your emotional needs, how they intersect with your current themes in your life. I'm thinking of my girl Donna, if you're tuning in. My friend has a Aries moon and is a Gemini. But this isn't just about the general energies of the Aries moon during Gemini season, but really how your personal Aries moon is activated by the current Gemini sun. So if you have a natal moon in Aries, what does this mean? It means your core emotional wiring is independent and courageous. You need autonomy. You're not afraid to go after what you want, kind of emotionally. So being direct and spontaneous. You feel things intensely. You express them ever so quickly, often without much filter, if any at all. You're a natural initiator. Your instincts push you to start new things, hopefully leading with your heart. Passionate, a bit impatient. You have a strong drive, but can get really frustrated if things don't move fast enough, quick enough. You need to feel recognized for your own individuality. So the transiting sun in Gemini right now illuminated those themes of communication, learning, sharing ideas. So it's a time for curiosity, mental stimulation, gathering information. It's attitude, data in the attitude. We all see things differently, perspectively, right? So it's even adaptability, flexibility. The focus is on being open-minded and exploring different perspectives while embracing change and having those social connections, networking, and just engaging with your community, having soulful conversations, maybe even broadening your social circle, like the communicator. Again, I'm thinking of my girl, like she doesn't smoke anymore, but she always found people in the bathroom when we'd go clubbing. Just saying. But this is about exploring duality and just considering multi-dimensional. I'm thinking of cultures and options of conversations and just really understanding different viewpoints as well. So this dynamic, this energy, if you have an Aries moon specifically during the transit of Gemini, as we're coming to the closing here. So when your natal Aries moon, which is your emotional core, your comfort zone, is highlighted by the transiting Gemini sun, this is where your energy and your focus are directed. You are likely to feel a strong urge to communicate your emotional needs directly, perhaps impulsively sometimes. You won't just think about what you need. You'll feel compelled to say it, maybe even blurt it out. So there's this acceleration of ideas related more to personal freedom, new beginnings. So your mind is buzzing with innovative ways to assert your independence, Aries, or start fresh, like a freshie. You could have increased mental energy that needs an outlet for that action. Aries is action. It's your ego. It's our root center and our solar plexus. So it's always kind of the lower energy frequencies. But you might feel restless if you're not actively pursuing a new idea or engaging in stimulating conversations. Your emotions fuel your thoughts and vice versa. So there's a powerful drive to initiate the conversations and really start projects that align with your independent spirit. You're less likely to kind of sit back and wait for others. You'll want to take the lead in social or intellectual exchanges, conversations. Emotional responses that are very quick-witted, perhaps even argumentative, like wanting to argue, especially if you feel misunderstood or maybe stifled or unheard even. Your need for direction, getting directed, basically, the Aries moon, can clash with Gemini sun's tendency to explore many angles, perspectives, which leads to frustration especially if you feel your point isn't getting across quickly enough. So there is that. So there could be a heightened need for mental stimulation that also provides this outlet for physical or even emotional energy. So think fast paced discussions, brainstorming sessions that really lead to immediate action or possibly learning something new that really ignites a passion. So navigating this energy, it's really best to utilize this time to really be authentic and speak your truth. Don't hold back what you feel, maybe journal, but also aim to channel that Aries directness through Gemini's communication, the lens of communication. What does that mean? That means think before you speak, but do speak. Don't hold back, do speak. And initiate and explore using this powerful combination to start new intellectual pursuits and engage in lively, fun debates, launch projects, things that require both innovation plus thinking bold action combinations. But be patient with impatience. Like patience is something, it's like the pause point. And your Aries moon wants things now. But Gemini understands the value of gathering, collecting information, and finding ways to combine quick decision making with informed choices first. Find active outlets for your mental energy, whether like I run on the treadmill, just saying, or go for walks, listen to podcasts, brainstorm with your friends, engage in activities that challenge both your mind but also your body. It's about balancing the independence, but along with the connection of that. While your Aries moon craves autonomy, the Gemini sun encourages connection. So find ways to lead and express your individuality within group settings. There's a variety of ways to do that. So this transit is really a fantastic time for articulating your passions and acting on fresh ideas, engaging with the world in a way that truly authentically reflects your independent nature, your spirit. So it's about letting your inner fire ignite your words and your connections simultaneously. So if your natal moon is in the season of Aries, this affirmation is for you during Gemini season, I might add. But it says, I trust my passion and choose inspired action. My voice is strong, my heart is brave, and I ignite the path ahead with purpose. We all have a gift and we all have a purpose, so I just want to throw that out there. But tuning into your moon sign as we transit different sun signs, I find is very satiating, is what I want to say, for our emotional foundation. And then this evening, as we kick off Cancer season, the moon, I kid you not, is almost the same degree entering Taurus, like simultaneously, back to back. So if your natal moon is in Taurus, your emotional world is deeply rooted in security, creature comforts. You crave stability, predictability, a sense of calm nature, and your emotional well-being is tied to feeling safe, grounded, secure. So could you say sensory pleasures? That's all I can think about, actually. You find comfort in the very tangible things, whether it's great food, beautiful surroundings in nature, soft textures, soothing sounds. Taurus energy is actually connected to the Earth star, the 10th energetic center below our feet. But you have this steadfastness and loyal energy. Once you're emotionally invested, you're incredibly loyal, very reliable, and you value, Taurus is value, so you value consistency in relationships. You're patient, even more persistent than others may even know, and you process emotions slowly but very deeply. You're not easily swayed. You can endure a lot. Just building emotional resilience over time. However, you are resistant to change. You find comfort in the familiar. And this could be quite resistant to sudden shifts, especially emotionally. So as the sun begins its transit into Cancer later today, the cosmic spotlight shifts to those themes of home, family, there's a natural pull towards our roots, your living space, your closest kin, kindred spirits, emotional nurturing. So I would say focus on care, compassion, creating a sense of belonging for yourself, but also others. Security, protection, spending time in nature, even actually. But the emphasis is really on feeling safe and creating a secure emotional environment. Intuition, sensitivity, because your feelings are going to be more heightened. You're more attuned to subtle emotional cues. Even like the weather, I always think of like weather shamans sometimes, but it could also be nostalgic and memories of the past. There could be a tendency to reflect on memories and really drawing comfort from what's familiar. So when your natal moon is in Taurus, your deep emotional need for comfort and stability, it's activated by this transiting Cancer sun. It's highlighting it. I always like to say the sun shines upon everything, but during Cancer, this is where the current energy and the focus are being directed. So you're experiencing this powerful alignment of nurturing energies. You'll likely feel this heightened desire for emotional security, being comfortable in your home space, the environment. So this is an ideal time to nest. Be a nesting agent and beautify your living space, create a sanctuary that truly nourishes you, body and soul. There could be an urge to connect deeply with family and loved ones. Your inherent loyalty as a Taurus moon is truly amplified by Cancer's focus on those intimate bonds, just making you want to spend quality time with your inner circle, your familiars, your creature comforts. So there could be increased sensitivity to your environment and the emotions of others simultaneously, because both Taurus and Cancer are these receptive signs, receptors. So you might find yourself more easily affected by your surroundings, along with the moods, not the moon, the moods of those around you. So there could be a strong pull towards gentle, soothing activities. So think comfort food, cozy evenings in the garden, anything that truly appeals to your senses and brings you peace, inner peace as well as outer peace. So you may experience emotional processing that's slow, deliberate. However, it's deeply felt. So you're not rushing through feelings. You're really savoring them like a luxury, amazing meal. Just the taste of it. So this could be very grounding time for some emotional healing, even a renewed appreciation for your personal foundations, whether it's your actual home, could be your family, your core values, because Taurus is what we value. So it's about being focused on what provides true emotional stability for you. And to make the most of this harmonious energy in this transit, prioritize your own sanctuary, whatever that is, and invest time. I'm just thinking sacred space. Invest time and energy into making your home feel as comfortable and secure as ever possible by nurturing those bonds and just reaching out to family and those close friends. Offer, even receive emotional support, and indulge in your senses. I always think of senses, all the senses when it comes to Taurus. So this is like allowing yourself to enjoy the simple pleasures that bring you peace along with comfort, creature comforts, whether again I'm thinking of food, delicious meals, soft blankets, calming music, and really tune in and listen to your intuition. We all have an intuitive gift. Yours could actually be nature, empathy, water, all the elementals. It's because your emotional radar is strong right now and going to get stronger. So trusting your gut feelings, especially regarding personal security, relationships, like tuning into your own sacral, and embrace the pace, take the pause, the breath, because this isn't a time for rushing in, and really allow yourself to move like an ox, slow, but yet deliberate, to truly feel your emotions. So this period is I'm going to call it a beautiful, magical invitation to deepen your roots and find profound, maybe prophetic comfort in your own personal space, nurturing the connections that really, truly make you feel safe and loved by loving yourself first, I might add. It's about building a fortress of emotional well-being, one little cozy brick at a time. So if your natal moon is in Taurus, it doesn't matter what season the sun is in, but this is for you, an affirmation for you. I root into my body, my breath, and my truth. I honor what feels good. I am grounded in grace, nurtured by love, and guided by the wisdom of my senses. So be sure to watch on Mondays. That's when I do my moon forecast. So other natal moon signs, I just have moon forecasts for the season, along with a ritual, I believe, on each one. But now for a quick break, and when I return, we're going to dive into the elementals. 100% Todd, just dance. I think we all should dance more, just saying. Are you ready to tap into the cosmic currents and amplify your manifesting power? Join our monthly coven, a sacred space to elevate your desires through the wisdom of the stars. We've journeyed through the age of AI, balancing intuition and technology. We've unlocked the magnetic pole of your natal moon sign, and now delve into mind plus emotions for manifesting mastery, harnessing the power of your natal Mercury. Each month brings a new celestial focus, a new pathway to your dreams. Visit TanyaD.tv workshops to learn more and join the monthly coven. Your manifesting journey awaits. Ooh, Ashe, and welcome back to today's show. I can see some live streaming happening for us, which I love. Tanya D, if you're new here, I'm kind of a mystic messenger, lunar seer, reflector. And just so you know, you've arrived into some sacred space here. I'm going to get my incense going here in a minute. But things we dive deep into are all energetic, mystical, magical, of course, emotionally aligned, prime directive driven, spirit attuned. And this year, I've been bridging the gap between the celestial bodies, manifesting similar to Joe Dispenza, through beliefs, thoughts, and emotions through those celestial energies, being the moon, Jupiter, Mercury, reality. Of course, there's more to come. I am going to take a break during July, just saying. But these celestial bodies, they have personalities. They're your personal energies, a celestial algorithm. And today we unlocked Jupiter's frequency earlier today. The frequency of Jupiter exalted in Cancer right now. So we've got this twist in the frequential energies, just magnifying the flow and the currency of waters. Water is currency, streams, whether it's wealth, abundance, prosperity, success, whatever it is for each and every one of us. So it really is the universe's amplifier. It's like a boost in the car. I'm just thinking of, what am I thinking of? Like in the car, I'm thinking of my friend Heidi's a power boost with the sound. She wants to hear the bass, just cranking up the volume on everything that we actually put out into the world. It's this frequential energy, but Jupiter's energy doesn't work on autopilot. We've got to align with those frequencies and those energies. So if you did happen to miss Jupiter's frequency today, maybe you're curious about unlocking those doors. You can become a workshop subscriber and tune in, join the online coven, the village, and the magic, the medicine of Jupiter's frequency. It's not just going to amplify everything you're doing, but when you synchronize with it, that's when manifesting, like, it just adds a unique flavor. I can't even put words to the twist, basically. But this one was beyond the average cosmic journey. It was a personal transformation, a real life impact. Jupiter is here to assist us, but we have to claim it. We have to use that permission slip, basically. And belief is a frequency, right? So the universe is waiting for us to really align with our own personal algorithm, whatever that frequency is. And as a workshop subscriber, you do get access to unlocking Jupiter's frequency along with a library of other past workshops. And having access to this library, there's a lot of transformative energies and teaching in there that will help you step into your own journey, whatever that looks like, designed to give you tools and insights, practices, whatever it is that you need to continually evolve and grow. It's, to me, Jupiter is a growth serum. It yeah, it's fertilizer for whatever it is you want to burst into life. So that's kind of where I'm going with all of this. So my workshops are fun. You can work at your own pace, whenever you need it. And be sure to stick around to the end of the show for your Mini-Cowry Shell Divinations. Sometimes I do tune into your personal elemental design. All you have to do is drop the month and the year of birth in the comments, and I'll move the shells on your behalf. And as always, private sessions are available and can be scheduled online at honeydee.tv if you feel called for deeper guidance. Now for the elementals, the real reason why you're staying tuned, maybe you don't know that yet, but yeah, the real reason you might be staying tuned, the elementals of the day, which are fun. So let's break down the elemental chart from a kind of general perspective. The day pillar is a yang metal monkey, a zheng shen. What does that mean? So the day, the yang metal, is the day master. The day master is actually the most important element. It represents you. If this was your personal chart, I always just do the day energy. But yang metal sitting on the monkey, the earthly branch of the monkey. The month pillar, which I've been talking about since we entered, the yang water horse. So this month is the yang water over the horse. And the year, of course, is yin wood snake. So the year over the snake is the yin wood. So I'm going to interpret each pillar and then how they interact for the day. So the day pillar, the yang metal monkey, is the day master. And yang metal, this represents your core essence, the core essence in this case for today. And yang metal is like raw, unrefined metal. It's large, it's strong, it's like a sword, an axe, or even a mountain of metal. I even think of boulders sometimes, mineral, a mountain full of rocks. It's strong, it's resolute, even crystals. Determined, it's this unyielding, justice orientated, it's very protective, it's direct, but it's also a principled energy. So yang metal can be tough, but also disciplined, often driven to achieve goals and stand up for beliefs. It can also be blunt or rigid at times. I know people with a yang metal day master, not necessarily the monkey, just a yang metal day master. But the monkey is an earthly branch, also associated with yang metal. But the monkey is clever, intelligent, agile. I mean, literally think of a monkey, innovative, a problem solver, adaptable. And the monkeys are witty. They can think quickly. They often find unique solutions. They can also be mischievous or unpredictable. And the monkey also contains hidden elements of yang metal, of course, yang water, and also yang earth. So these energies combined, the yang metal with the monkey in this particular pillar, it's often described as a bar of solid gold, a highly pragmatic, strong, resilient individual. So there's a natural drive for perfection and endurance with this day, because this day brings a combination of strong willpower, strategic thinking, innovative problem solving. So it's a day for being direct, but also determined and focused, like honing in on those practical results. So you may have felt earlier, or even now, maybe you feel a strong sense of purpose, leadership. So there's the energies of the day. And then the month pillar, which I've talked about, it's a yang water horse month pillar. But the energies change when the day changes and the hour. I just want to throw that out there as the secret sauce. But for the general atmosphere or the environment, the energy during this month, yang water, so this is like the vast ocean, a mighty river, large, expansive body of water. I always think of yang water literally as the galaxy, space, basically. But it's broad, it's far-reaching, it's deep, it's intelligent, also adaptable, a little more philosophical, and can be a little bit overwhelming. Yang water signifies flow with strategy, often a focus on larger trends, a desire to explore. It could also be associated with secrets or hidden depths, hidden waters, in the depths of the water. And the horse, the woo, the horse is an earthly branch primarily associated with fire, in this case, yin fire, dynamic, passionate, active, enthusiastic, often driven by emotion, a desire for freedom, a horse, movement like a horse, because the horse is about speed, visibility, social engagement. And it does contain the hidden elements of yin fire and yin earth. So these energies combined, the yang water, the heavenly frequency, and the horse and the earth branch, this pillar, there's a clash of elements. Yang water is in direct opposition to the fire of the horse. So this creates this atmosphere of dynamic tension, internal conflict. There's a push-pull between these opposing forces, which actually can be good. But water tries to control fire. It's the vastness of water attempts to like quench or contain the intensity of the passion of fire. And fire tries to evaporate water, steam, right? Fire creates steam. So it's the heat of fire attempting to dry up or dissipate the water. So there's this emotional fluctuation that can lead to a month where emotions are highly fluid. I almost want to say exhausting, but actually evaporating. And this can swing between deep introspection, going deeper to the inward journey, or a calmness, which is water, but also passionate outbursts or maybe some restlessness, the energy of fire. So it's like this strategic versus impulsive energy because there's a push between a desire for careful, far-reaching strategy and impulsive, immediate action or an outward display, which is the horse, which is fire. So there could be visibility, but also the hidden depths between these two, the yin and the yang of it, basically. Matters might come to light all of a sudden, unexpectedly. But there could also be underlying currents or hidden agendas that are at play. So there's this fluidity in movement. Despite the tension for this whole month, there's always a sense of powerful, sometimes unpredictable movements, the undercurrents. So in essence, our Yang Water Horse month suggests an environment where there's a constant interplay between calm and chaos, or depth and surface, or strategy and passion. It's this combination that's happening all month long and has been happening actually. So situations may be unpredictable, highly dynamic, literally swinging between quiet reflection and maybe some outward activity. Even dream space is kind of what's coming to mind, visions. So there could be these possible emotional landscapes that turn turbulent. They can become turbulent, but also decision making. That might involve kind of navigating some conflicting desires or information that just doesn't make sense. It's that all sense data kind of frequency. So it's a month that really demands the adaptability, a careful balancing act, because we've got these dominant energies that are in direct opposition. And then we bring in the year pillar, which we've had all year, the yinwood snake. So yinwood represents the flexible plants, climbing ivy, grass. Think of vines. It's gentle, adaptable, it's creative, but it's also resilient. When you see a tree growing out of the pavement, that is yin wood, resilient. It seeks support to grow. So yin wood signifies subtle growth, personal development. It can also be slow to manifest. But the snake is the earthly branch next to the horse, also associated with fire. But the snake is wise, it's reflective, it's intuitive, it's strategic. Often can be mysterious. I always think of snakes when I think of Jungle Book, and I think of Mowgli. But the snake prefers careful planning over haste, but it also contains hidden elements. Besides the yang fire, we've got yang earth and yang metal. So combined, our year, the yin wood and the heavenly frequency, along with the snake, this pillar combines the gentle, adaptable nature of yin wood with the strategic and wise qualities of the snake. So there's this emphasis on subtle growth, intuition, careful planning in this combination. And the wood element nurtures the fire of the snake. This creates this harmonious relationship just within that one pillar, where the yang water and the horse, there's an opposition, there's conflict. The yang metal and the monkey, those are same elementals, by the way. So this kind of suggests things can soften up or really come to agreements as far as our year, especially in the relationship to the influence of the year on the collective broader environment, basically. So today, the energy presents this highly dynamic, often conflicting blend of energies centered around our strong yang metal monkey day master. So the core essence for today is one of unyielding strength, but directedness. It's almost force. It's yang metal. It's very pragmatic. It's intelligence. It's like a sharp, efficient tool that's just ready to cut through all the complexities and really solve those problems. It's like finding the solutions to the problems. So there's this natural drive or a force for perfection, a strong sense of purpose, likely feeling resolute, capable, driven to achieve tangible results. And the environmental influence, which comes from the month pillar, the yang water horse. So the month brings this powerful, often contradictory kind of atmosphere. It's an opposing force. So it's like the vast strategic yang water is clashing directly with that passionate, active, freedom fighting horse fire energy. So this creates this environment of the tension, just that dynamic tension and emotional flux. So you might experience a push-pull between deep philosophical thoughts and impulsive visible action. So the general energy around us for this day with this energy could be very unpredictable, swinging like a monkey, swinging between quiet contemplation and those sudden bursts of activity, having strong emotions. There's this sense of powerful movement, but it might lack a clear, consistent direction from the outside. So in a broader kind of context with the yin would snake the pillar, the year pillar, the year's backdrop provides us with the themes of subtle growth, strategic wisdom, and the adaptable yin wood development kind of energy. So this suggests that the larger trends are about careful planning, intuitive understanding, with a gentle but persistent drive for progress. So the energetic interactions and how these energies may play out today are day master, the yang metal monkey, versus the month, which is the yang water horse, because they all play together. Hopefully they play nice. That's always the goal. But metal versus water. Our yang metal day master produces the yang water in the month. So energy is kind of going away from the day and feeding the month. That's kind of how you look at this. So this is a harmonious, productive relationship. So it's like our inherent strength, the decisive nature of it, because it's directed. It's a directed energy. It's going to naturally just fuel and also support this strategic, intellectual kind of flowing energy into the month. So you may find it's easier to really percolate and generate ideas and communicate broadly, exploring the depths, even the complex depths, like diving deeper into something. And the monkey versus the horse. These two earthly branches form a clash as well, which is kind of interesting. So there's this tension, a significant point of tension possibly between the two. So this indicates a direct friction coming not from all sides, but sort of between our personal actions, our methods, and along with our core desires. That's kind of what the monkey represents in this particular case. So it's this external, active, sometimes impulsive environment of the month, which is the horse. We got the freedom and the water. So there's that clash. So you might feel a push-pull between wanting to be grounded and practical versus being swept up in the dynamic, maybe the restless or the external situations of an environment. So this could manifest as even an internal struggle, if you will, or simply a feeling of needing to navigate conflicting impulses in your surroundings. Amazon just dropped off a package, not for me. So back to our show. The Day Master, the Yang Metal Monkey versus the Year, the snake, the wood snake. So metal versus wood. So our Yang Metal is chopping at our Year, the Yin wood, possibly making it into something useful. You know how people carve into wood. So this kind of signifies that our direct, resolute nature is going to have a very strong, decisive impact on the gentler, kind of growth orientated themes of the year. Yang metal kind of prunes up the yin wood, which is a vine which keeps on growing the more you trim it. That's kind of how that plays out. So just being well equipped to take firm action in developing projects, or maybe shaping those subtle changes around us. In the monkey and the snake, this actually forms a six combination, is what they call it, a combination of six. So this is a very positive, significant kind of interaction as well. So this indicates a very strong connection. The snake is actually the birth of metal. The monkey is actually the birth of water, but they're birthing energies. So there's the synergy energy between our personal actions and our decisions on this day today. So there's this, it's an energy of overarching opportunities, themes of the year kind of coming to the day. So this combination together often brings harmonies, opportunities, feelings of things just naturally coming together. They're like in the flow. So the specific elements combining metal from the monkey and fire from the snake can even generate water, reinforcing the idea of new ideas, wisdom, and productive output being created. So overall, the feeling energies for today, it's like this productive push and pulling frequency. So today's a day of strong personal initiative, this intellectual output, but also one that requires careful navigation of conflicting external energies. So we're put in a position for productivity. We're poised for that. And our day master, the yang metal, the strength is beautifully supported by the yang water of the month, simultaneously just making this a fantastic time. It's excellent for generating those ideas. So when you have something just pop in, like a download, like strategic thinking, something that comes out of the blue, clear communication, you may feel a drive to really produce results for that. At the same time, navigating the friction. It's like turning your triggers into the glimmer, and just be aware of the clash between your actions, which is the monkey, and the month's environment. The month is the environment. It's also how we do careers, but I won't get into that. I do that in my private readings. But the energy of the month, the environment there. So this might mean dealing with unpredictable situations, emotional swings in others, a feeling of maybe some internal restlessness. So don't let this friction deter you, like push you away. Instead, use the metal, the yang metal, to resolve, to stay focused amidst the chaos or these dynamics that are happening for us, and really leverage the year energy, the synergy energy from the year, because crucially, our efforts are highly aligned with the broader themes of the year. So this combination between our day and the year, it suggests that our decisive actions create clever strategies in the frequency. It's going to contribute more optimistically, more positively, like the good and the gooder, to opportunities, long-term goals. So overall, in essence, we have this internal drive. We have a strategic mind to achieve a lot. We're in the last day of Gemini, a 29-degree Gemini sun. Hello? So we may be doing it in an environment that's constantly shifting, maybe presenting contradictory impulses. So really embrace your ability to adapt, produce, even as you navigate the turbulent currents that are happening around us. And again, for personal sessions, be sure I do include your personal elementals to assist you in really activating your inner genius. I look at all the elementals first. I tune into spirit. So a quick break, and then when we return, it looks like I have Deborah Bolin, February 5th, 1963. I'll be moving the shells on your behalf. When I return, I'll get the sage smoking. Love. Have you been feeling a little off lately? Like your light is flickering, but you're not quite sure why? Tanya D here, and I've been there too. And I want to invite you to something truly sacred this June. A space where you can come back to center, where we remember who we are beneath the noise, the pain, and the pressure. My next workshop is more than just a gathering. It's a soul homecoming. Together, we'll work with the elementals, explore your energetic blocks, and I'll guide you through rituals that bring clarity, confidence, and healing. You don't have to figure it all out alone. Spirit sees you. Your gifts are waiting, and I'm here to walk beside you as you reclaim your path. So, if you've been craving connection, magic, and a deeper sense of purpose, this is your sign. I would love to have you with me. You'll also receive a beautiful grimoire for your personal medicine journey and my Celtic Tree Divination ebook as a gift. Your purpose is sacred. Your gifts are rich. Let's remember and anoint together. All right, we have returned. I just spilled my incense. Merlin, I got Merlin today. I had this last week. I spilled the whole thing on my lap. That was fantastic. I see a few familiar faces tuning in. If you don't know or you're new here, I go live every Friday. I do Mini-Cowry shell divinations at the end of my live show. After I talk about the moon, your natal moon specifically, and the elemental energies of the day. And today I do have Deborah. All you have to do is comment your year of birth and month, and I'll move the shells on your behalf. So Deborah, if there's anything specific or you just want me to move the shells, just let me know. But right now, I'll just tune in, looking at the year you're born. You're born in a year of nature. In the Dagara cosmology, that's all about being authentic, transformation, change, shifting, which, you know, when we go against the transformation, chaos and drama ignites, basically. Those are telltale signs and messages, but they happen for us because after the chaos, the tsunami, the tornado settles, there's new space, right? The change has happened for us. And being born in February, that is the direction of the east, which is also transformation. So you're on the line as far as your 4 pillars of destiny chart that I just did earlier. The seasons change each year based on the first moon, the new moon in Aquarius, 15 degrees. That's kind of when the Chinese energies shift. So there is that as well. So I like those frequencies. So for you, if you don't have a question or you're just tuning in and want me to move the shells on your half, that's cool as well. So I will affirm your spirit for the magical being you are, Deborah. Affirm your gatekeepers, your guides, the being seen and unseen, the great spirit, the oneness, Gus, God, source, universe. That I may be a conduit to deliver the message you need to receive today. With that, I say Ashe. I just realized I don't got my wand, but that's okay. I can still function without it. Deborah, you are in the land of spirit. This tells me you are you need some divine connection. We need some clarity about your magic, your medicine, like why you came here. We need to unlock the door, specifically unlock the door so you can bring that magic, that wisdom into this world. This tells me your heart is in a space of being devoted to something needs to change. I always say, love yourself first, and that love emanates out into the world, that frequential energy. But there's a change, there's a shift in your own wisdom, a radical shift. People, maybe you just need more joy in your life, something more fun happening for you, but definitely change. That's your telltale sign anyway. But I think it's about you bringing your innate wisdom into the physical realm, into the world. Because like right now, you feel surrounded. Like, where do I belong? Are these my people? Are these not my people? Or is this my community? Is this not my community? But your wisdom comes from your magic and your medicine. And I don't feel like you're using it. This is something's happening for you, like a wake up call is kind of the energies I'm getting. So, bringing your brilliance into this world, possibly through a different perspective, an elevated perspective through spirit, your inner wisdom and your brilliance, bringing it to the forefront. And conversation, using words. Family dynamics are shifting as well. So I would suggest a few rituals looking at this, because you're blocking your own connection to spirit. It could be to an ancestor. Somebody could have transitioned, but even how you connect to spirit is activated. So I would for sure tell you to create sacred space, an area where you can honor your ancestors, pray, meditate. Could even be in nature, myself, but definitely devote to what your heart wants, because that's going through a change. A celestial wishing tree is kind of what that feels like. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Well, blessed and highly favored. Hi there. Do you want me to move the shells on your behalf? All you have to do is comment the year and month of birth, and I'll do that for you. While we wait, I'll just move the shells a little bit. So yes, my personal readings can be purchased on my website. I do include your elementals, and I give you specific rituals that go with your personal elemental design, because we're all unique and different. Sometimes the rituals are the same, sometimes not. They're kind of like cosmic wake-up calls, right? Because we all need them, myself included. So there is that. All right. Well, Aries, I can see Aries is watching. Michael Myers, how do I feel like I know you? Are you leaving me and coming back? Crack myself up. Okay. Well, I'll hang out for a little bit longer and wait to see if anybody else wants me to move the shells on their behalf. Oh, blessed and highly flavored. 1975. Is that February 1902? Or February 19th? Is that what it is? February 19th? Yes, I'm guessing. All right. Okay, so you in the Dagara cosmology are born in a year of nurturing, like, where do I belong? Like, you are the foundation. Malidoma always would say people born in earth years, they built the home, and the women made the home come alive. So all the elements have a yin and a yang quality. So you have a nurturing. You're here today. Thank you for being here. Yep. Okay. And again, it's the eastern direction. So it's like your frequency, nature breaks up the earth. It's like aerating the soil. So it's like aerating the nurturing qualities. Herbs, it's like cooking with herbs, that kind of thing. I'm thinking like plants, vegetarian kind of stuff, roots, rooted foods. I don't even know why I'm thinking about food. I'm probably hungry. Okay. Well, either way, I'll move the shells on your behalf and see what comes in. So, blessed and highly favored, I affirm your spirit. I affirm the spirit of your gatekeepers, your guides, the being seen and unseen, the great spirit, the oneness, that I may be a conduit to deliver the message you need to receive today. And with that, I say Ashe, blessings. And I feel like, okay, my friend. Like, I hope you work outside in community and doing some connection. This tells me you need to be seen. You need to recognize your own brilliance, the star that you are. I say we're all stars on the spiritual walk of fame. So there is that. You're also in a place of reconciling, like, who are my people? Where's my village? Are these my people? So it's kind of that kind of energy. Like, literally, where do I belong? Who's my village? Who's my community? So you're in a place of like moving through the water to get to the top of the mountain. Could be like a torrential rainstorm or something like that. But even it's like once you find your people, there's going to be a lot of healing that happens for you. You'll be clear about your path and your purpose, why you came into the world. But you're blocking like the surface flow. This is what's deep. This is deep water that's happening, and like things on the surface that it's like blocking you from shining your light over here. So be sure you use words with authenticity and bringing that to light. We are in a year, your year of nature, 2025. So this is about finding your village, your people. Where do I belong? How do I identify? What is it I do? Even how you connect to spirit is even going through change. It's time for you to open the door to maybe a different way. Whether spirit could be in anything, it could be your ancestors, it could be God, universe, or all of it. There's no rules, okay? Different cultures, cultivating a different culture that resonates with you, but definitely in a place of surrendering to help you get an elevated perspective. It might even be your higher self kind of perspective. That just came through for you. So I like that as well. I would probably prescribe a few rituals, more than one, definitely, to get you on your magical way. But I do those in my private sessions for various reasons. Sometimes, there's a boundary, which your boundary is outside of it. So we got to bring the boundary back into the physical world. You need boundaries as well. So there is that. Maybe I'd start journaling as well. Get organized. Like, pay attention to your feelings and where your heart feels you belong, and like, who are my people? Are these my people? And really sit with it before you commit to something that's not divinely aligned with what your heart actually wants. So you can get on your own platform and bring your wisdom into this world. Your ancestors are actually seeing you. And I just pulled the Singer of Intuition. So that tells me you do need to pay attention to spirit, intuition for guidance. Just call it in and then wait for signs. Don't rush it. Spirit's always working in its own timeline, not in ours. But the answer is always yes. And it's not just yes, it's what else. It's just divine timing is not time in spirit world is very fluid compared to our world. I only know this from my own near-death experience, that I was the age of 7, and intuition and clarity happens for me. So I love that for you. Oh, thank you for the likes and the hearts. That's exciting. Okay. Do you want any more cards? Like, play with the Fae. Alrighty. Okay. If you're just tuning in, comment your birth year and month. That's when I move the shells. I like to call in your guides, your guidance team as well. But while we wait, I try to keep my shows about an hour long, and we are at the cusp of the hour. And an affirmation. Let's do a little swappy swap. Switch myself out. My affirmation for this week is, I am aware of my feelings as I integrate a new mindset. The mind is a channel. It's all sense data. Geminis are highly aware. They're aware of all dimensions, multi-dimensions simultaneously. And as a side note, the Cancer Sacred Spirit Circle is up. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube. The New Moon Musing Meditation is going to be up soon as well. Of course, with a ritual, both here on YouTube. So as we close today's show, you are so welcome, blessed, highly favored. Thank you. I love that. I want to say, I'm going to announce that in my next show. Just saying. Um, so we've wrapped up the Gemini season almost. We got a few more hours. There's this time of mental clarity, communication, fresh ideas. It really has been a season of full inspiration, curiosity, intellectual expansion. And now we're about to enter the season of Cancer. We're shifting into a more nurturing, emotional space of childlike wonder. So, this is a time to nurture our hearts and tend to our inner worlds, creating a safe space for emotional growth, possibly community growth, definitely a new mindset. I don't know if it was like Jupiter exiting and moving forward, but I mean, I felt it. I don't know how many of you have, but I would really take these next few days to really honor and connect with your emotional foundation, your sacral energetic center, and reflect on what makes you really feel at home. And set intentions for the personal growth that you really want to nurture throughout the entire summer. And remember, the Cancer moon coming up is here to guide us into deep emotional alignment, like the unforeseen alignment, the unseen, like it's almost like Wizardry Wednesday if you've tuned in before. So we've got the wisdom. We've already unlocked Jupiter's frequency, which is also exalted in Cancer. And we're ready to really, I don't even want to use the word expand. I want to excel into the new, into a new heartfelt way. So with all of that, thanks everybody for tuning in today. I love it when I have mystical musers commenting on the show. That's my favorite part, moving the shells on your behalf. And if you're feeling called, just remember you can schedule your private sessions at tanyad.tv for deeper personalized guidance, rituals included. I usually type them out sometimes, but of course you get a recording. So as we step into Cancer season, may your journey be filled with compassion, emotional depth, and the nurturing energy that you, your soul, your spirit deserve. So keep following the stars, tune into the cosmos, stay aligned with those energetic algorithm, as I call it. And I will see you on the other side, if not next Friday or on Monday's show. Either way, blessings. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the other side.